Hey folks, John here from Sonic Drive Studio. I hope you're all doing well. To boost or not to boost? That is the question that this show aims to answer. I'm talking about putting boost or overdrive pedals in front of tube amplifiers to make them sound more ferocious, more gainy, more aggressive and or tight. Today we're going to try out the legendary PRS MT15 amplifier with a baritone guitar and the Maxon OD808 overdrive, to see if this amp sounds better without a boost pedal up front or with a boost pedal up front. I'm sure all of you already know this, but the PRS MT15 is the signature amplifier for the guitarist Mark Tremonti. It's a compact high-gain amplifier with a very nice tone. It sounds pretty huge. It has two 6L6 tubes in the power section for more headroom and oomph, especially at louder levels. And a lot of people, including me, find this amp pretty tight sounding by default, so without a boost pedal up front it already sounds pretty tight. I don't think it's a super tight amplifier like an Engel, for example. The Engel Iron Ball comes to mind, as that's a very tight amplifier in comparison still, but it's definitely not as loose as something like a rectifier. It's actually kind of voiced similarly to a 6505 or something like that. So I made some heavy baritone riffs with my PRS SE Mike Mushog baritone guitar, which is tuned to B flat, and that guitar has a DiMarzio deactivator in the bridge for a nice and clear aggressive tone. The amp is going into my Red 7 Amp Central reactive load, and then into a York Audio IR from the MES412OS package, Mic Mix 1 of course, which is one of my favorites. So let's take a listen to the amp without a pedal up front, just to see how good it sounds. Here we go. Okay, that sounded pretty great already. Plenty of gain on board. This amp has a lot of gain. It's pretty tight, but it still has a fat and big low end. So let's see what happens when we put the Maxon OD808 up front. This is a very well-known pedal. A lot of people like to use this pedal for this purpose. I'm expecting this pedal to make the amp sound more focused, tight, and ferocious. Let's check it out. Wow, that was a pretty big difference. A very cool sound indeed, pretty aggressive. Now let's check out an A/B back-to-back comparison of the amplifier without a boost and with the boost pedal up front as well. Here we go. Okay, and now that same thing, but this time with the guitars isolated. Interesting. I think that this amp sounds great by itself, so without a boost, but this pedal does add more aggressiveness, edge, tightness, and it just makes it sound more ferocious and angry and pissed off, basically. And it compresses everything very nicely as well, so it makes the amp sound very compact in the mix, which is great. Perhaps for the open chord stuff, this amplifier would sound the best without a boost pedal up front. But for the fast palm muted riffs and stuff like that, I do think that this amplifier benefits from the boost pedal up front. At least with these riffs and this guitar and this pickup, etc. Perhaps with a 6-string guitar and standard tuning, this amplifier would not need a boost pedal at all. It just depends on a lot of factors like the genre, is it rock, is it metal, what type of pickups you use, the player, the riffs, etc. Of course, I'd love to know your thoughts, so let me know in the comments down below which option sounded better to you. Did you prefer the sound of the MT15 without the boost pedal up front, or did you prefer the sound of the amplifier with the boost pedal up front? Let me know in the comments down below. That's all for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please drop a like and subscribe down below, as that really helps the channel out. I hugely appreciate that. And you can also follow Sonic Drive Studio on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Cheers!